First for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards.
Hang time on that rim, puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
it's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
Oh, boy. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert for Clark.
Oh, and the jam by LeBron. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you've got it, Clark. You know, coming into last season, Tristan Thompson watched a lot of tape. He noticed he was getting a shot blocked too often inside. So he reached out to Zydrunas Ilgauskas, who's on the Cleveland management team, for some help. And Big Z absolutely had an impact on Thompson's game with his advice.
LeBron passes to Waiters. Back to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Johnson with it. And for Tristan Thompson, Steve, as you mentioned, more efficient last season. Clark upped his field goal percentage by about 5%.
Yeah, he did a nice job there, but he still had a few too many of his shots packed for me. And that means you've got to be able to get your shots off quicker and differently. So that's what I think he's got to look at. Facing up more, going quicker to his move, and then, as I said earlier, developing a go-to move is something he's got to handle.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, Mike D'Antoni and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. Of course, the conversation veered to the challenge of defending LeBron James, and he said there's not a lot of good options with him. He can really do it all. I think you just have to try and stay in front of him, and if he gets in close, you have to bring help. And guys, we've seen LeBron really force the issue as far as getting into the lane. We'll see how they do.
Thanks, Doris.
He is arguably the best defensive player in the game today. The amazing thing is that he can guard all 5 positions. If you think back, I think that's unprecedented. I don't think anybody has ever had that type of defensive ability in the history of this league.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. I mean, and his defense is so good it even makes highlights. How about that? I mean, you love his aggressiveness, chasing down blocks, staying on ball handlers at the hip. I mean, knocking the ball against the backboard. I mean, he does everything, and he does it with such force and agility and flair, but it's kind of understated flair. I mean, he is really quite special as a player. Well, one of the struggles for a young team is figuring out how to win on the road. And winning on the road is not just execution, it's preparation and mindset. And young teams struggle to put that together, and the Cavs were certainly a team that struggled with that.
There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
From down in the low post, it goes. LeBron's got 12 points in the game. For the Cavaliers, being young was a big problem, and not having much luck with injuries was another. But, Steve, it can be tough to score points when you're on the road, and they struggle with that in a big way.
Well, they would end up in the bottom 5 in scoring last year while on the road, and that did them no favors. And defense, I mean, that was another issue. They couldn't stop anybody. So you combine bad offense, bad defense, going on the road, you're in some trouble.
Knocked away. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's Johnson, and the layup falls. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And I like the physical play we're seeing, too, because this is a club that's really pounding the paint area and scoring inside.
Much has been made about the show LeBron puts out during games, but he also puts on a spectacle in his pregame routine. Last season, he and others started pulling out all the stops and dunking in the pregame warm-up in an effort to break a sweat.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Johnson can't hit.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And stolen by Jordan. Johnson right side. And he lobs it up with the rim. And Shaq with the slam.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
And Clark, you mentioned the pregame dunks for LeBron. A devastating finisher. Some have asked why he's never competed in the All-Star Slam Dunk competition. In fact, I say that every Saturday night I'm sitting on that microphone. Why isn't LeBron in this competition?
Wouldn't it be nice? In fact, I think, didn't Magic Johnson even put up a $1 million incentive for him to compete? Yeah, it would be incredible to see him. I don't know. I think it's become almost a chore for players these days to enter, but it would be fantastic to see him out there.
4-on-3 break. Here's Duncan. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Cavaliers leading. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Irving attacking. LeBron dishes to Thompson. Pass to Bynum. Cleveland moving the ball around. He dialed that one up from long distance. Irving's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Jordan, and that one's good.
Yeah, they're going to need some help there defensively. That matchup is going to be a tough one to deal with.
Ron right side, rejected by Kobe. All right, his first quarter of play, we've seen plenty of offense so far. Cavaliers lead by 2, and the second quarter will be on the way. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter.
Well, a coaching carousel for the Lakers last season. They made it only 5 games before firing Mike Brown. Then they decided to go in a new direction. And, boy, they went through 3 different head coaches before all was said and done. They never really were able to gain that consistency they were looking for.
Johnson with it. Guarded now by Irving. The shot by Jordan, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Irving drives in, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. And back to the Lakers' struggles last season. What do you think, Clark, were the main problems that, held them back from being the kind of title contender that they thought they were, and a lot of people imagined they were?
Well, how much time do I have? 3 or 4 shot clocks worth? I mean, I think there were a number of issues, as you might expect. Injuries played a significant role, but I think there was discord over how they should play, really no true identity. They were a big team trying to be small, a team without a number of shooters trying to spread the floor, older team trying to go up tempo, coaching change, and that transition.
Right, yes.
You had a lot of moving parts, and it made it very difficult for everybody, I think, and it showed in how the Lakers season went.
That's a good assessment. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Guys, Jarrett Jack might have the largest collection of basketball shoes in the league with over 1,500 pairs. He said, I remember when I had a condo in one city and I didn't have many places to put them. So I started putting them in cabinets. You'd go into the kitchen to get a cup and there'd be shoes in there. He says that once his playing days are over, he envisions future endeavors in sneaker design. Guys, he's following his passion.
Interesting. Thanks, Doris.
Going into the season, the hopes were high for the Cavs this past year, but the injury bug really derailed them. Injuries to Irving, Thompson, Zeller, and the big one to Varejao really threw them off kilter in terms of having a decent season. Kobe Bryant with a beautiful pass that time.
Here's Irving. He has 5. It's Thompson off the drive. Stolen by O'Neal. And the dunk by Kobe.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And going back to the injuries for Cleveland last year, Clark was just talking about the Varejao injury was huge as he...
Watch out now.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
And stolen by Jordan. Kicks to Johnson. Michael Jordan on the wing. Gives him the lead pass. Duncan with the bucket.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
LeBron kicks to Irving. Kicks it out to LeBron. Rejected by Kobe. Jordan with it. Jordan off a pitch from O'Neal. Kobe attacking, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And now just a one-point Cavalier lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually, have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
O'Neal. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Shaq's got 10.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
There's the bucket. Good.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Johnson, the pass to Kobe. Inside to Shaq. Good. Shaq's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, Kobe's never been shy about shooting. You know, a lot of people would argue that he gets maybe a little too shot happy sometimes, but you want a guy who's dominant. You want a guy who's not afraid, who's going to fail and just come right back and fire away the next time. Well, he's established himself as one of the league's premier clutch performers, you know, with some unbelievable plays down the stretch and tight ball game.
And something else he has on his resume are his ball skills. What a ball handler and dribbler. I mean, he looks like he was born with a basketball in his hands. It looks like it's part of his body.
And when you talk about Kobe's role offensively for the Lakers, it's worth mentioning last season was one of his most efficient scoring the basketball.
It really was, and you consider the turmoil that surrounded the Lakers all season. It was remarkable that Kobe was as even-keeled as he was. Stayed focused, and start to finish, he delivered the type of all-star performance that he always does. Very impressive.
LeBron kicks to Waiters. Back to LeBron. Johnson with the block. And they get it back. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist from Dion Waiters. And that's now 27 points for LeBron. And here's the Lakers. Off his foot. And it's whistled a kick. 11 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Johnson, and good on the basket. Book it. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Halftime at Staples Center in a close one. Welcome, everyone. I'm Damon Bruce. A tightly contested game for Los Angeles up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. A dramatic advantage in the paint. They're getting right in close and converting the kind of buckets they want. A superstar half from Shaq. Seems like everything's falling for him. Not sure if he even knows how to miss. On the other hand, Cleveland also been giving it their best. They're gunning from distance. The three-pointer's been their prime weapon. LeBron James is having himself a big-time performance. He's already racked up 27 points, and his defense has been very solid. He's been bothering shots. He's keeping his hands active, making it difficult for guys to score on him. And now we'll send you back to Staples Center for the start of the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to Los Angeles, California, the Staples Center, part of the LA Live development here in downtown. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Play created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And tell you what, he was smart with his shot making too. It really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Hey, gentlemen, well, part of the Lakers' struggles last year was that they were constructed like an all-star team. Coach Mike D'Antoni said, quote, "Have you ever watched an all-star game? It's god-awful because everybody gets the ball, they go one-on-one, and then they play no defense. That's our team. That's us." Having a pecking order with all their big players was something he wanted to instill on their Lakers roster. We'll see if they can do a better job of adhering to that this time around, guys.
Well, that's the rub, isn't it? That's the balancing act, isn't it, Doris? Share the ball, but get it into the hands of your scorers. And Clark and Steve, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither side really able to create much of a cushion at all. So which team can make a little run here? We'll see. Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Back to Irving. And the block by Johnson. But they'll get another chance. And Kyrie Irving gets the three. Irving's got 11.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Into Johnson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. 6 points for Johnson.
Well, Mike Brown hired back to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I got a chance to know him a little bit when he was an assistant with the Pacers early in his coaching career and was let go by the Cavs back in 2010. Family laid down roots in Cleveland, and I think he's glad to be back.
Irving attacking LeBron. Back to Irving. LeBron outside. Pass to Bynum. He dishes it to Waiters. 6 to shoot. Launches a three. LeBron James again from deep. LeBron's got 35. And for Mike Brown, his firing, kind of a desperation move by the Cavs to try to keep LeBron James. Steve, how'd you analyze that?
Well, I'm not sure that LeBron actually wanted him gone. But, you know, he's a great defensive strategist, a guy who excels in player development. And give credit to him. He didn't burn any bridges when he left. He maintained strong relationships there in Cleveland. And it's great to see Mike Brown back there with the Cavaliers.
Gets it to go. LeBron's got 37.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Johnson dishes to Kobe. Poke loose. Bynum with the steal. Now Cleveland moving it up. Irving leading the charge.
You know, the instant that steal was made, they were off and running the other way.
Ball pressure, then a run out see. That's perfection to me.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third.
You know, last season, a lot of folks had the Lakers picked as the super team in the West, the team that was... Oh, my goodness.
What a huge play.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
It's stolen by Duncan. And now here comes Kobe, leading the break. Here's Johnson, the big dunk at the end of the break.
He didn't have to get off the ground very far for that one. The big man with the slam.
Well, he makes up for any lack of athleticism with that tremendous size, Clark.
Yeah, he's not exactly a smooth operator, but what he is powerful. And when he gets positioned in the lane, he can go up and get it done.
A nice shot by LeBron.
Starting to get it rolling, guys. That's 4 3-pointers for the game. 3 of them coming in this second half.
Dishes it to Kobe. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. LeBron up top, guarded by Kobe. LeBron against Kobe. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. Free throw good, LeBron.
Well, the Cavs really didn't have a lot of players that demanded attention on defense last year. Really, just Kyrie Irving. And when he was out, their offense... Hammer time!
Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that finish.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
Outside Irving. Back to LeBron. Baseline J on the way. Into Jordan. Again, Los Angeles.
Beautiful ball movement again.
Last 5 trips, they've all ended with a great pass leading to a basket, Steve. I mean, they are really sharing the basketball.
LeBron kicks to Varejao. Back to LeBron. Passes it to Waiters. A three-pointer off the mark. Bynum with the steal. Rejected by Johnson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. .35 seconds left to play in the third. Waiters guarded by Jordan. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Dion Waiters. And that's 13 points for Kyrie Irving. The pass to Jordan. And it's Jordan slamming it down.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
He feeds it to Waiters. He kicks it to LeBron. On the wing, Irving. Kobe with the steal. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Steve, he's enjoying every second of it.
Me too. This has been great, guys. With the fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Lakers lead by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Now, we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, really sending shots back.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Changes up, and Duncan lays it in. Duncan's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Lakers. Irving with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Some nice passing by Cleveland here, and it's sent back by Kobe. It's LeBron with the drive. Kobe with the steal. Irving against Johnson. Feeds it to Jordan. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
Wow, are they moving the ball right now? They look good.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
The feed to Waiters. On the wing, Irving. Fires from deep. And that one's good.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, Steve and Kevin, you guys got to love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. just a thing of beauty to watch.
Yeah, sure is. And when all 5 guys, Clark, are threats to score, that makes it so tough on the defense because now you can't account for everybody when the ball is moving so quickly. Well, LeBron is far enough along now in his career where you can start to project some of his career stats, and they're staggering. I mean, he could end up the first player ever to end up with 30,000 points, 10,000 assists, and 10,000 rebounds. I mean, that's remarkable.
And when you talk about LeBron's ability to pile up stats, whether it's scoring, or rebound, or passing, Clark, he can do it all.
He really can. He's dominant in every facet of the game, and you love his durability and his stamina. He is a stat sheet stuffer supreme, and that's the highest level of stat sheet stuffing you can have, and he's at the pinnacle of the peak.
He's gutsy. That's what I really respect about him. It seems like the more pressure there is, the more he enjoys the moment. So he is the guy you want taking the big shot at the end of the game.
Very true. And what I noticed with him is his ability to jump on teams right out of the break. I mean, he doesn't need a ton of shots to get going. He's locked in by nature.
A nice shot by Irving.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. The majority of his points have come on that shot.
The Lakers in the lead. Kobe with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Johnson attacking. Outside Jordan. They get it again. Duncan, the pass to O'Neal. Misses from short range.
Well, he was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Johnson dishes to O'Neal. Johnson back to Shaq. It's hauled in by Bynum. Bynum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. LeBron kicks to Varejao. Kobe with the steal. Left side Kobe. And that one is stuck right through.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And here's LeBron outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 48 points for LeBron.
The defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the clutch.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Mike D'Antoni gave to his team during that break. He urged his players to keep fighting, saying, we're right there, but the margin of error has shrunk. We've got to play aggressive and smart. Guys?
The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Irving kicks to Varejao. LeBron James on the wing. Outside Irving to take the lead. Another 3 for Cleveland.
That's 12 straight points coming off 3-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? And they're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
It's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
LeBron can't get it to go.
Really high-quality shot there, just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
There's the 3, and it's blocked by Kobe. From downtown. That's good. And it's a 6-point Laker lead.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Irving for 3. It's in. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Jordan kicks to Johnson. Sinks it.
Just putting on a passing display out there.
Well, just add another fantastic assist to the highlight reel for this guy.
And on the way from Irving for 3.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
And he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game.
The
free throws go down and the lead goes up.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're losing by 7. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. LeBron passes to Waiters. And now they trail by just 4.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but, you know, the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
Jordan with it. Guarded down by Andrew Bynum. And they go to the intentional foul. Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Back to Kobe. He passes it to Jordan, and so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Here is Verja. Tries a 3. Bynum, no good. Johnson outside. The dish to Kobe. And so the Lakers take the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.